Hunter was right behind him. Hunter crashed, but Hayden rode unbelievable. Both motos. The kid didn't even look tired after the second moto. It was very impressive.
Yep.
But I still think the Washougal Deegan could still be amongst us. But I think Hayden is riding on some extra confidence after that Washougal ride.
Not as good a jump for Shimoda this time. It looks like the out, but he got tagged, and it's by Deegan, and Deegan's down. Wait a minute, what has happened to Hayden Deegan? And he's taking a ride back.
Short down.
This track has some hard spots, and he loses the rear end. Then that thing hooks up, and he took a hard hit.
And Justin Cooper wins the moto. That was great.
He went for it.
And the Pro Motocross Championship resumes after 2 weekends off at what may be its most historic venue, the Unadilla National, all part of the Super Motocross World Championship.
That's what Styles was saying too, a little bit.
But here it is, revs are up, and the gate's down.
And Dylan Ferrandis, from my view, that guy is absolutely moving, and he's not following guys. He's going to the insides, like you were saying, using up all of the track.
Yeah, Dylan's within 4 seconds of Jet right now.
Yeah, 4.7 we now hear is the gap between Ferrandis and Lawrence. Let's send it down. What are we hearing on Ferrandis?
Well, earlier on today, Jason, he told me that they had made big bike changes, and he looked very happy about it, a smile that I haven't probably seen on Ferrandis' face for a while.
I want to win, so
Okay.
if I don't win, I'm not really happy, but yeah, it's better. I'm getting closer. I feel like Red Bud was a step in the right direction. Like I say, all round, I kind of say the same thing. With the new Yamaha 450, we needed some time to understand the new chassis, and it took us a few rounds.
For sure, Hayden was the best guy in Washougal, 100%.
Yep.
Hunter was right behind him. Hunter crashed, but Hayden rode unbelievable. Both motos. The kid didn't even look tired after the second moto. It was very impressive.
Yep.
He's only been to Unadilla once. I think last year he rode Amateur Day there, so but that didn't really mean anything at Washougal. He'd only been there on a 65, so
Yeah.
doesn't really mean anything. But I still pick Hunter.
Revs are up. Gates down here at Unadilla. And the Yamahas blast out early. I think that might be Levi Kitchen who's going to lead them in with one of the Kawasaki's right behind him. Hey, it looks like Kitchen, he's actually stretched it just a tad from where it was.
Yeah, he stretched it from him, but everybody else closed it up.
Yes.
So, this gap is closing. Hayden's closing in on all of them, and Hunter's closing in. But yeah, to that point where we were just talking about that wall corner, it's almost like you got to get in that rut and pop the clutch and get out of it quick, and then kind of let off and then fan the bike up that hill. Because if you're trying to get on the gas, as we're watching Hunter get that momentum up, you lose a lot of time or you gain a lot of time, and this is where Hunter's been strong at all day long for sure.
Wait a minute, what has happened to Hayden Deegan? We see Shimoda up on our chart in third, and I do not see a third place rider close. Have to figure out if we can find him out of the racetrack if something has gone wrong. And he's taking a ride back.
Yeah, I'm thinking that must be a bike issue, because if he was hurt, he wouldn't be taking a golf cart ride.
Yeah, Jason, I was literally just walking past his dad there, Brian Deegan, right after that happened, and we saw him on the cart, and I said, what happened? Is he okay? And Brian just put his hands up and said, bike just quit.
Checker flag is out, and Levi Kitchen gets the win in a hard-fought first moto.
Justin Cooper comes around the outside, is able to carry that speed and that momentum, makes the pass.
Kitchen has today's overall win, but he wants more. It's going after DeFrancisco, and he needs to, because here comes the challenge from Hunter Lawrence on the 96. A mistake by Kitchen, and Lawrence is by.
Oh, that's weird. Looked like the number 43 of Levi Kitchen maybe hit neutral, lost his balance, stood the bike up. Boom, the 96 was in the perfect spot. He's able to take advantage of that mishap.
Looks like Hunter's starting to get a little bit of gap, and that's going to allow him to ride a little bit more freer and try to chase down Justin Cooper.
And Justin Cooper wins the moto. That's great.
He went for it.
Bad stuff happens. Bike blew up in the first moto. I felt super good. I was ready to fight till the end. We had 2 laps to go, and it was close. So
Hunter Lawrence has been the best guy. I don't want any hatred from the comments on YouTube about that. But 22 points. Justin Cooper won the second moto. Like, yeah, it's not. I feel like most of us are giving Hunter this title with 4 motos to go after Deegan's DNF. But I would say, hold on a second. 22 points is still really close.
Justin, we've seen some flashes of the old J Coop this year, but that second moto at Unadilla, something just clicked. Kind of take me through, did anything change, or was it just kind of just everything coming together?
We made a bike change, obviously, but I was pretty frustrated after Moto 1, gave up some points, and yeah, it just felt like that one really came easy. It was one of those tracks that everything really was just clicking for me, and yeah, I just found my way to the front and just started doing my hot laps, and all of a sudden I had a big gap. So it was one of those races that just came easy, It wasn't anything special.
How do you like the last 2 tracks in the series, and how you feeling?
Yeah, of course it helps the confidence. Each track has a different feel, different dirt, and different obstacles. So can't expect it to be the same for the same feeling for every track, but it definitely helps the confidence, like I said, and it brings a different type of energy to these last 2, and hopefully we can get out front and yeah, do more of the same.
Just 2 rounds remain in the Pro Motocross Championship, but for the Motocross set, a title still hanging in the balance at this, the Yamaha Budds Creek National from Maryland. 40 riders, 30 minutes and 2 laps. Moto 1 from Budds Creek. Deegan is trying everything to get the lead.
Love how Deegan isn't following right here.
Go to the outside. Can he make a power run? He does. Steals the lead from Shimoda.
What a power move by Hayden Deegan. He goes around the outside. That's incredibly hard to make a pass on the outside on that off-camber turn.
Incredible with a move he made right there, but Shimoda crossed him back. They touch wheels. Deegan able to pull the triple to reclaim the lead.
Control what you can from this part forward, and that's exactly what he's doing right now by getting a good start, making a command pass early. Now he can set his sights forward, race what's in front of him and not behind him.
Red flag is out. Red flag. We rarely see this halfway through a moto. Let's do it again. Revs are up. Digs down. Not as good a jump for Shimoda this time. It looks like Vial, but he got tagged, and it's by Deegan. And Deegan's down, and he and Vial are going to be last, next to last. A couple other riders down. I think that's Fariz, and this thing has changed in a hurry.
Well, I think for the amateur guys, you look at Dax Bennett actually closing up to the rear of Hunter Lawrence.
I go back to when I was in their position and what I was able to learn by getting behind the household name guys like Justin Cooper and Hunter Lawrence and being able to learn that speed. This is a massive, massive learning lesson for Dax and Bennett.
It's rider versus rider. 40 of them. They put the bikes into gear. Let's go racing. And then Justin Cooper, I think, gets up to the inside in second. Cooper has less to lose than Hunter. He's 22 points down. He has to send it and taking advantage of the restart.
Justin Cooper told me earlier that it needs to be a mental switch for him to take this kind of level of aggression in his riding, that fight to get up front.
Justin Cooper is 5th all-time in career podiums in this class, but he only has 4 overall wins. He's 45th all-time. And Cooper tried with everything he had. And years of battling the Lawrence brothers versus Justin Cooper. This one goes to Hunter Lawrence, and it will remain a 22-point lead going into the Pro Motocross finale.
I don't believe Hunter was worried about Hayden Deegan. I think he's like, I just needed 2 weeks to get my ribs back and get in my program. This kid is good. I respect him, but I can beat him. But I think Hayden is riding on some extra confidence after that Washougal ride. I still think the Washougal Deegan could still be amongst us.
We will have playoffs in this sport for the first time coming up in 2 weeks, but there's still much to settle in the Pro Motocross Championship. And we'll do it today with the Tucker Freight Lines Ironman National from Indiana. Revs are up, gates down.
You know, Hayden Deegan, he ain't taking no prisoners, and I think the last couple weeks he feels like there's been some, he's got some leftover, some unfinished business, so I think he's going to try to go out on top.
Justin Cooper I have on the radar at 36th place right now.
Yeah, something must have went wrong, man. I didn't see anybody go down in that first corner, so it must have been around the 180, but yeah, that's a tough position if you're Justin Cooper.
Revs are up from Ironman, and it's down. Kitchen is putting serious pressure on Shimoda for second place. Kitchen, a bad Moto 1 because he was down in that early pileup, so he's not in it for the overall, but he's going for it right now. Yeah, Hayden Deegan has definitely been fast the last 2 races, but he has been luckless, and he's taken his frustrations out on the racetrack. Took a few laps to get going. He got around DeFrancesco. They pulled away from him, and now it is a 3-rider fight. Oh, no, you said it. You thought maybe Kitchen was down, and he is.
Yeah, not sure exactly where that's at, but yeah, I was looking there. It looked like more of a gap, and you can hear the Yamaha coming for days, and I couldn't hear it or see him, so hopefully he's just got the breath knocked out of him, which it looks like, and he's going to get up, but yeah, it's a tough one.
Deegan, as usual, charging all the way down the line, got it down to 2.1 seconds at the finish for second in the moto. I'm sorry, it was Cooper charged down on the line, and then Deegan did the same. They actually made it a lot closer than it had been a lot of that moto. Cooper, though, going to be off the podium. Deegan will be second overall. Here we go! For the final time in motocross this year, Moto 1, revs are up, gate down!
Almost lost the rear in that corner again. He's about 15, 16. I can tell you one thing, Dylan's front tire doesn't stick around and turn past the mechanics area. Got one bogey there, Peanut, and Jason's still on our butt. So push, 53. Good job.
Here it is! Revs are up! Perfection on the line! Looks like Plessinger leads them in. Is that Ferrandis who's going to take the lead?
Alright, that's a hell of a lot better start. P2, P1, whole shot, baby. Hell yeah. It looks like he hit nitrous. We're down.
Watch Ferrandis again. He's on the right side of the track, the outside.
Yeah, it gets in there, and you can tell they put some water down. So, as I was saying earlier, this track has some hard spots, and he loses the rear end, then that thing hooks up, and he took a hard hit. So, probably felt that pressure from Jet Lawrence. As you can see, he loses the rear end right there, and then it hooks up, and then he was on for the ride at that point.
He's done. He's on his bike ride, but he's done.
The news came out this week that Cooper Webb parted ways with KTM, which is not really normal in the middle of the season. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think that's a big bummer for KTM.